Good evening, Twitch. Early evening, I guess. I don't normally stream at this time, but I don't normally stream on this day either, so I guess it's all new. This is also my first time streaming under creative. So that's something else. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about something I built this past week called Twitch to Speech, which is it's an IRC bot that listens to. Oh, there's Katie. Okay, so let me see if maybe that played back on the stream, but yeah, so essentially what this is an IRC bot that listens to the chat and then pipes it to, I guess if we wanted to be all techie, we'd call it a microservice. But it's just a little HTTP server that takes text on an HTTP request and returns a WAV file. And the bot then slurps down the bytes and syncs that to the default audio device. And so what we get at the end of that is by connecting to Twitch over the IRC gateway, we get an audible version of the chat. And now, why is that even desirable? Well, this Christmas I got a PSVR. And one of the unfortunate things about VR headset is that you can't really, yeah, it is going to be dangerous. You can't really see the chat at all. My stream is fairly low volume, low traffic, intimate kind of a thing where, I'm talking about usually horror games. Let me see, I'll fire something up just to see how well I can tolerate this. And so, yeah, I can see how this would just be terrible if I had a bunch of chat going on all at once. But, I don't know, this way I can still have a little bit of a dialogue, a little bit of a back and forth while locked in on a headset. And, VR is going to be a real interesting space this year, especially for horror titles, I have a feeling. But yeah, we'll see. I've got a bunch of plans for improvements we can make to this thing. It wasn't my original intention to have to pipe data back and forth between the IRC bot and a separate service. So I would love to embed a text-to-speech engine right into the IRC bot. That's going to come. And if we look at the main loop here, where basically the IRC crate that I'm using, I wrote this in Rust. It basically exposes an iterator for messages coming from the server. So this would give me an opportunity to kind of frame things in terms of continuations. So if somebody is, posting a bunch of messages in a row, I would announce who the speaker is one time instead of every line of chat text. So that's going to come. Another thing that I'd like to do is to, since this TTS service has multiple voices, to kind of pin a voice on each username. And that might afford me, again, an opportunity to not have to announce who the speaker is. If I can remember that, Katie sounds like whatever the default voice is here. Let me look that up here. Yeah, this is the CMU-SLT. I have no idea what this means, but this is apparently the name of the voice. Interestingly enough, the TTS that I'm using is Sure. Yes, yes. So the rate will control the speed at which I guess the phenoms are kind of munged together. So yeah, that's definitely something that I might do. I might generate a random set of parameters to apply to the voice as a filter, uh, and get some variance that way, just so that different chatters sound a little different. I think that might be a good way to go. Um, but yeah, so oddly enough, this TTS Mary TTS is what it was called. It's a little Java service, so that's sitting here running in the background. Um, it has this HTTP API, but it doesn't really have any docs, and I didn't feel like digging around in the source to figure out what the parameters were. They had some examples on their wiki, which were apparently incorrect by a long shot, and so I got a lot of 400 responses out of this thing until I fired up Wireshark and started. Yeah, yeah. TTS is a real interesting space. But yeah, so Wireshark is the thing. They have a sample client app that is a little GUI. And so I sniffed the traffic between localhost and localhost on some specific ports, and that was how I figured out what I was supposed to tie into this thing. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah, so I guess at this point, if I'm really going to do some field testing on this thing, I should look at the game and not at the chat. And I can't remember what I was doing in Watch Dogs. I was going towards a marker. I think that's what you always do in this game. But yeah, I should be able to hold up some kind of a conversation. I don't think that's
I need intruder over here.
Stealing the registry of occupants. Yes, I had to cheat. Damn it! This chat is not good enough. Oh boy. These this is meant to be like New Age Jonestown, so I guess it's meant to be modeled after Scientologists or whatever. I didn't know Scientology was big in San Francisco, but they made it so in this game.
Marcus, did you meet with Miranda?
I did. We think this
But
is
the good deal
place,
is, even
but
though
we
I
don't know what
died
kind
there,
of
I
place
guess
this
I
is.
still got away
It's
with
obvious they're hiding
that
something,
vital
though.
piece of data or whatever.
So, I'm gonna see if I can find a computer and snoop around.
Some Edge of Tomorrow stuff. They could have left a window open for me. This quadcopter's really got some juice. I feel like if it was real, I would have broken it already. Who is this guy? Oh, this is a guy that I can talk to, so I would have to go and get into the house. Yes, absolutely. It's a good thing I don't have kids. Because those kids would be ruined. Gotta distract people to get by him. And this is exactly what hacking is like, right?
Jimmy Siska.
You just
Looks
run
like
up to
you were
things
right.
and plug USB
This is the
thumb
place,
drives
and
into
they
them
brought Jimmy
and
Siska here. If I
and
bust
then
him out,
leave
think you
quickly.
can get him someplace safe?
Count on it. I'll be ready.
yeah.
Description of the target is incoming.
Yep. Oh. Oh, that's not good.
It's one of those hackers. Send some cars. He might have explosives.
You were just some nothing cult nobody cared about before I Jason,
My name's not Jason.
I'm in
and
there.
I'm not with Nudo.
I don't belong here, man. You gotta get me out.
Get moving, go.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I carry explosives to me every day when I go to work. You don't work from home, do you?
Miranda, Jimmy Siska's headed your way.
What about you?
I'll get out on my own. Just make sure he's safe.
I will.
Because I don't know about the remote workers, but if you work on site, for sure, you're getting a couple of grenades every time you show up at the office.
Damn it! Operative down!
So I think all that's left for me to do here is to just get out of the bubble.
Man out!
I don't know how I'm supposed to do that in San Francisco. It's like the whole thing, right? Just walk into the ocean. There we go. That's a solution. This game is so meta.
Marcus, I got Jimmy out safe.
Thanks, Miranda.
Hey, you did all the legwork. Here, he wants to talk to you.
Marcus, if that's your name.
So, Katie, you've done a bunch of projects with TTS
I'll meet you
as
outside
part
the
of
Temple New Dawn.
your
Man,
accessibility
you should
work.
file a police report. We just proved the church keeps prisoners. I've got footage. We'll release a video soon to let the world know. What else do we need?
I can lead you to the heart of the religion. The holy relics. The original source.
I should get a
How am I
list of
gonna
engines
resist an
from
offer
you.
like that? I'll see you there.
Mary kind of worked out as a first draft.
Yes, I have.
Hmm.
No.
Richie, please, we want to edit our other product, which is Essel.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to cheat for that. Which is ESL. Gotcha. Yeah, Mary has a lot of trouble with acronyms and abbreviations. I get CLE for the CLI. I got IRC for IRC. I think what I might do is in my main loop there, I'll probably set up a set of substitutions. Yeah. So Amazon have a new product that they, I don't know if it was announced at the last Inspire or whatever. Yeah, Amazon's thing is they have something called lexicons, where you basically upload substitutions for certain things. I don't know if that actually feeds their deep learning networks or what, but it seems pretty interesting. But I'm not entirely sure I want to pay money, you know, per character or whatever it is. I think they bill by the million character kind of rate. It's kind of weird. I'm not entirely sure I want to, you know, do business with AWS anyway if I can avoid it.
But it's true. You know, once you have a kid, everything.
Richie, please, yeah, but that's expensive.
Like I tell my old lady, hey, dates on
Yeah, I can't imagine that
air support. Unknown suspect on the move.
that it would actually cost me much at all, just based on anticipated volume, but
Richie, I should see how the Python screen reader does its magic.
the Python screen reader. Yeah, I could have built this probably a number of ways, twisted for IRC. I'm sure is a snap. NVDA. Oh, bounty event. Okay, so this is another person who is making trouble for the cops, and the game is prompting me to help the cops out by taking them down, which is crazy. He just killed me because I'm an idiot. But that's fine. Just another day in the life of a hacker, being gunned down in the streets by another hacker. I didn't realize that San Francisco had a big gang problem, but that's another thing that they have here featured in the game. You got rival gangs on the streets, and you have rival hacker groups also on the streets. I'm going to carefully pick up a motorcycle because I know they don't have radios. I don't want a copyright violation on my video when they play those licensed tracks. Ow, goddamn. I think it's like PHP guys and Perl guys just like raging about tabs and spaces with automatic weapons. Emacs and Vim. Yeah. I wonder what the like the hand gang sign is for Emacs versus Vim. I'm sure the form of the hand for the Emacs crew is like a mangled, crumpled mess. Yep. Absolutely. What is this place? Oh, this is the off-brand SpaceX place. That's right, Galilee. This guy thinks we're going to talk about that fender bender we just had. JK. Wonder if I can steal secrets from SpaceX. Doesn't look like it. I'm sure I'll be there later. Too early in the game. Yep. Everybody loves a dancing robot. Oh my god.
We need paramedics right freaking now.
Wait. Never had a single lesson. Can you tell? I'm sorry.
Now, one thing.
Yep, well, I guess that'll about do it. That was a pretty good field test. I'll get to work on the continuation stuff, and I'll try and apply some different effects. I forget exactly what Mary calls that stuff, filters and effects, to tweak the rate and so on, as per your recommendation. It was a good tip.
Good luck.
Yeah. But for now, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for joining, Katie. I appreciate it.